For centuries, Palestine was part of the Ottoman Empire, a vast Islamic caliphate based in modern-day Turkey. Under Ottoman rule, Palestinians lived in relative harmony with diverse communities, Muslims, Christians, and Jews coexisting across the region. The land was not divided by walls or barbed wire. It was a unified, thriving territory. But everything changed in the early 20th century. As the Ottoman Empire weakened, European powers saw an opportunity. During World War I, Britain secretly negotiated with multiple sides. In public, they promised Arab leaders independence if they revolted against the Ottomans. In private, through the 1917 Balfour Declaration, they promised to help establish a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine, a land already populated mostly by Arabs. After the war, the Ottomans were defeated, and Britain took control of Palestine under a mandate from the League of Nations. But instead of preparing Palestine for independence, Britain facilitated Jewish immigration, creating tension between the incoming settlers and native Arabs. By the 1930s, Palestinian Arabs had grown deeply frustrated. Protests erupted, rebellions followed. The British responded harshly. Leaders were arrested, movements crushed, and yet migration continued, especially as Jews fled rising anti-Semitism in Europe, including the horrors of the Holocaust. Then came 1947. The United Nations, now the global authority, proposed a partition plan. Palestine would be split in two, one state for Jews, one for Arabs. Jerusalem would be international. The Jewish leadership accepted it. The Palestinians, who made up 2/3 of the population and owned most of the land, rejected it. To them, it felt like theft sanctioned by global powers. In 1948, the British withdrew, and in that vacuum, Israel declared its independence. War broke out, Arab armies intervened. Israel not only survived, it expanded. Over 750,000 Palestinians were expelled or fled their homes in what they remember as the Nakba, the catastrophe. Villages were erased, families scattered, refugees created overnight. Most were never allowed to return. In 1967, war came again. Israel seized the West Bank, Gaza Strip, East Jerusalem, and more. These are the occupied territories we still speak of today. Since then, decades of occupation have followed. Checkpoints, military raids, settlements, a wall cutting through neighborhoods. Gaza turned into an open-air prison.
Generations of children have grown up under siege.
The United Nations has condemned the occupation. Resolutions have been passed. Yet enforcement is nearly non-existent, blocked by vetoes and political alliances. Meanwhile, Western powers like the UK and US have continued to fund and protect Israel, while offering little more than statements to Palestinians. The people of Palestine still